Rahul Sadasivan's Bramayugam is one of the most cynical popular Indian movies in years. It is a wickedly deceptive movie that tries to subvert every theme it deals with, including gender, caste, and horror movie conventions. Even Sandeep Reddy Vanga, who is always trying to be the edgiest person in the room, would shudder at the thought of showing such a bleak world. If A24 could get their hands on the movie, they would sell it to the moon and back. Malayalam movie star Mammootty plays a man who seems to be dying in real life in Bramayugam. This man is Koduman Putti. He was first shown to us as an upper caste landlord in 17th century Kerala, but it turned out that he was actually a shape-shifting goblin who looked like a person. Koduman lives alone in a crumbling old mansion in the middle of a forest. He has a servant who looks a lot like Igor, who does his tasks. There is an equal amount of spittle and snark coming out of this man, whose job is to cook for his master and get rid of dead bodies for him. One day, an unknown man named Thevan shows up at the door. He is hungry and needs to get away from slave dealers that he just escaped from as soon as possible. Thevan is surprised by Koduman's kindness, which he thinks is real, but which we, the watchers, see right away as fake. He is given food and a place to stay, even though he tells Koduman that he is from a lower caste and a sense of dread grows. People's place in society isn't always determined by where they were born, says Koduman with a sick smile and a creepy laugh. Their karma can change that. He says that all he wants in return for his kindness is for Thevan to be the singer at the old mansion. He thinks it's a good deal, but almost right away he finds out that the house is hiding a lot of secrets, and the scariest one might have something to do with the noises coming from the attic. Bramayugam is shot in hypnotic black and white, which brings to mind the glory days of Nosferatu and Frankenstein. It pays homage to the works of Tarkovsky, Nolan, Robert Eggers, and most importantly, Gothic horrors from 1940s. Even though Sadasivan's ideas may seem old-fashioned, his worries seem very real and important. Right away, it's clear that the main theme of the movie is struggle between castes. At first, Thevan is obedient. He even scolds Koduman's cook for talking badly about the master behind his back. The movie says that this is how the abused are programmed to work. That people like Thevan don't really have a choice is shown in the movie through a game of dice that he clearly loses because it's rigged against him. He quickly realizes that he will not be able to leave the house because of his accursed fate. The movie Bramayugam isn't just about injustice. It's also about fighting among those who are oppressed. In one scene, the cook tells Thevan, "You have been living off scraps all your life." This sets the stage for the battle that he, as the son of housemaid, will start in the end. Sadasivan emphasizes the big point when the cook is killed by Portuguese invaders at the end of the movie, suggesting that the India's main weakness was its own unrest, which led to its defeat by Europeans. There's this scene in the movie that signifies goblins' immortality. It can be a master or a slave, but there is no death. No way out of the trap. That's also one of the reasons that he gets upset when Thevan, the singer, talks about moksham. There is no moksham for him, and just the thought of someone thinking on those lines deeply unsettles him. Also, the last shot of the cook, where his disfigured corpse flows through the river, kind of reiterates his own philosophy in the first part of the movie. Like many others before him, he got carried away and became one with the flow of time. This is the Bramayugam, which means the age of madness. The movie says that these differences were made by the people, not God. And Bramayugam shows us how powerful men are by leaving women out of the equation. There is only room for one female character, a succubus, who lives in the bush. She may only exist as an Easter egg that people who know about the mythology would enjoy. She shows up in the movie's opening scene before the spectacular title card, and then again a long time later when Thevan sees her talking to Koduman. Bramayugam is a worthy follow-up to Sadasivan's Bhutkalam. It is also the best Indian horror movie in years. More than anything else, the movie's powerful writing and admirable lack of cheap scares makes Sadasivan the best horror director in the country. He is like the Mike Flanagan of India. The only thing that will happen is that men will keep fighting endless wars while women are literally erased from existence. Evil, greed, and toxicity will always be around. This is the gloomy and desolate note that Bramayugam ends on. Madness is only an excuse. The real rot lies within. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. A special thanks to everyone who is subscribed, and make sure to join the Discord server.